10 most deadly and adorable creatures. They say never judge a book by its cover, and that is especially true in the animal kingdom. Take the bats or garden snakes. They look creepy, but are actually harmless. On the flip side of that, here are 10 of the most deadly and adorable creatures known to mankind. Let's jump into the wild with our first animal. Wolverines. And I'm not talking about Hugh Jackman. They look like adorable teddy bears, and some say they can even be playful and nurturing with their young. But to humans, they will lure you in with their furry paws and then turn into vicious killing machines. They are very elusive, but a biologist in Canada has footage of a wolverine riding on the back of a terrified deer. The wolverine was ripping chunks out of the poor deer's shoulders, while the wolverine's eyes bulged with what looked oddly like glee. Let's move on from one cuddly killer to another. Very few mammals are known to be venomous, so let me introduce you to the slow loris. Even the name sounds cute, right? But don't let the name or the cute furry appearance fool you. The slow loris has a deadly secret. The gland that the slow loris secretes to communicate with potential mates is also helpful as a weapon. The slow loris can lick the secretion, and then when they take a bite, it will cause a deadly allergic reaction in humans. This reaction will cause your blood pressure to drop and airways to narrow. The poison the slow loris secretes is so deadly that you only have a few minutes to get to an EpiPen, and even that will just buy you some time to get to an emergency room. If you don't get there in time, the bite of the slow loris will cause you to suffocate slowly. The good thing about wolverines and the slow loris is that they mind their own business for the most part, but our next creature is pretty common in certain areas. From a distance, they look slow and goofy, and in movies, they are even portrayed that way. But if you get too close to moose, you will realize that this lovable-looking beast is actually 7 feet tall and has the potential to kill you with one effortless blow. Unlike their cousin, the deer, moose are not afraid of humans, so they won't instantly run away. They look like they would be slow, but they actually run at 30 miles per hour. Can you outrun that? If a moose decides to attack you, they will use their hooves and all 1,200 pounds of their muscled body to push you to the ground and then trample you. So what's the best way to survive a moose attack? By staying away from moose. If you have ever walked along a river, you may have seen the handiwork of our next creature. Beavers are so cute, and isn't it amazing that they are capable of creating dams that are masterpieces? Beavers can control their environment so efficiently, but building dams isn't the only way they use their teeth to control their environment. Just ask the fisherman in Belarus that tried to snap a photo of a beaver in its natural habitat. The man was fishing with friends at Lake Shestokoy, and as he approached to take a photograph, beaver jumped on him and started mauling his thigh. The beaver's teeth are so long and strong that they severed most of the man's thigh and his artery. The fisherman bled to death quickly, and the beaver scampered away. I do want to remind you faithful viewers that beaver attacks are rare, but rising. Just recently, a YouTube video was posted of a beaver attacking a man in Russia, and 2 girls in Virginia were mauled last year. So if you see a beaver hard at work, pretend to just let the little guy do his job without playing paparazzi. Not all deadly creatures are mammals. We all know the ostrich is the largest bird in the world, followed by the emu. But did you know the 3rd largest animal in the world may also be the deadliest? It is the cassowary. This endangered animal is descendant from the dinosaur, and it looks like something that would be a fun Jurassic Park toy. But don't be fooled, they have a vicious temper. The cassowary is extremely aggressive and territorial. The cassowary can inflict a lot of damage with its powerful kick. It has claw-tipped toes. The claw on the inner toe is particularly formidable, reaching lengths of 6 inches. If the cassowary feels threatened, the preferred method of attack is to leap up and strike out with its built-in weapons. If you don't believe me, you could ask Philip McLean about the dangerous cassowary, if he hadn't been killed by one. The hunter was fleeing from the vicious bird. Unfortunately, the bird won this chase. When the cassowary caught up with Philip, the bird sliced Philip in the neck and he bled to death. These birds have even been known to disembowel their victims. Dogs are particularly stressful to cassowaries, so if you are traveling to an area that the birds inhabit, leave your pet at home. And speaking of man's best friend, dogs are truly great to have around, and you should never get one unless you have the time to devote to the training and care that your breed of dog needs. Between 2005 and 2018, 471 Americans have suffered a fatality due to a dog attack, and most of those could have been prevented if the owner had not been neglectful. You may have heard the news about a 63-year-old woman that was mauled to death by 4 dogs in California while she was jogging. In the case of a runner, joggers, and walkers, most dogs that attack do so because of the motion of the human triggers the dog's instinct to hunt their prey. But what about the cases where a dog kills its owner? A dog that kills a person is a buildup over a lengthy period of time, and finally triggered by human postures and sounds which simulate negative reinforcements. So basically, don't make an enemy out of a hunter with sharp teeth that shares your home, because dogs can kill. Not all of the vicious cuties of the animal kingdom live on land. The adorable leopard seal has delighted millions that have seen this ocean cutie. But leopard seals are apex predators that can pose a serious threat to humans. They are the only seal species that feeds on warm-blooded prey. Female leopard seals can measure up to 11 feet and weigh 1,300 pounds. The large head of the leopard seal is filled with only canine teeth. Yep, every single one of those predators' teeth can maim. The most recent leopard seal attack happened off the coast of Antarctica. A young but experienced diver was completing a dive she had done many times before when a leopard seal attacked. The animal struck the diver several times before dragging her under to have her for a snack. The diver was managed to be dragged onto shore by her companions, but by then, it was too late. Let's keep swimming and see what other adorable but vicious animals live in the water. Dolphins have an impressive reputation. Not only are they incredibly intelligent, but they also interact with humans on a regular basis. They are a favorite at water shows, and people even pay to swim with them. I would think twice to give my money to swim with something that likes to routinely kill the babies of their own species. Dolphins have sharp teeth that they use to rip apart their prey. Bottlenose dolphins, for example, have between 80 to 100 sharp teeth that are perfect for seizing their prey. Humans have experienced these bites as recently as 2012. An 8-year-old girl was bitten by one of the famous SeaWorld dolphins. But they don't just bite. They also attack Valerie Ryan, who was attacked by a dolphin. It plowed its powerful head into the young woman over and over. Valerie lived, but she suffered 6 spinal fractures, 3 broken ribs, and a damaged lung. We have all heard the stories of a dolphin's superior intellect, and that is one of the reasons they are so dangerous. They are calculating predators that are capable of developing new and unusual ways to trap prey, and they often hunt in groups of 1,000 or more. Most animals usually kill other animals for survival purposes, but dolphins have been known to kill other mammals in droves and for no apparent reason. People's own misconceptions about these animals are possibly the most dangerous thing about them. They are not flipper, and they should be treated like the enormous 1,100-pound wild animal that it is. Not all deadly sea creatures are fast. The flower urchin looks like something that you might encounter in an underwater garden, but if you step on the beautiful sea urchin, it will be anything but a walk in the park. These beautiful animals are extremely venomous, and without medical intervention, the sting can be fatal. Sea urchins use tubed feet to get around, often traveling in large, impenetrable masses for protection. They also have well-developed jaws for grinding their prey. Some sea urchins are sensitive to light, and when triggered, they have the ability to shoot venom-loaded spines that pierce through a wetsuit. For our last animal, let's move to the one that mostly resembles a human. Monkeys and apes are so genetically similar to a human, they are most likely to spread diseases to us. A small monkey nibble can pass on hepatitis C, but that's not the only danger they pose to us. Gorillas go into defense mode when they feel threatened. The initial method of defense for a gorilla will be to beat its chest and act tough. If this doesn't work, then the gorilla will attack and the human will lose this fight. 3 men encountered a group of silverbacks. The men did not heed the warning the gorillas so graciously gave them. It was reported that 25 silverbacks attacked the 3 men. The men were repeatedly bitten, beat, and bashed into the ground. Only 1 man survived. I hope it didn't disappoint you too much to learn that the adorable and beautiful furry, feathered, and shiny animal friends that you want to hug really don't want to be hugged by you. But it should not surprise us that even the cutest and cuddliest critters can kill you if they feel like they're threatened. If you like this creepy list and want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe below. Until next time.